Close the gap. Dan Sullivan talks about this in his book called The Gap and the Gain. And what he's really saying is when we view our current self against our previous self, we measure our progress in terms of what we've already achieved. And it actually allows us to experience a lot more happiness, a lot more satisfaction, a lot more hope. Now, the other way is looking to the future to see your progress. When we look to the future to see how far we've come, well, we see our obstacles. We feel trapped. We can actually feel less than, like we didn't do it enough. We haven't gone far enough. And this will cause frustration and a lack of internal motivation. What we want to mark is our progress. And we do that by looking back to see how far we've come, the gain, versus looking at how far we have to go, the gap. Now, I like to call this what's between the goal and the current reality. It's a gap question. Here, follow this train of thought. What's standing between you earning, let's say, $375,000 a year and your current income? Let's imagine it's $225,000 a year. Now, this really helps you chunk down the difference between the goal, $375,000, and current reality, $225,000. And when you look at the difference, it's $150,000. Now, when you're working with money goals, we want to reframe it to guide ourselves to increase our income by the amount of the difference between current goal and current reality. And in this case, the increase is $150,000. Now, the net would be $375,000 annual income. Now, you do the numbers for yourself. What's your goal? What's your current income? What's the difference? This is called cognitive reframing. We're going to focus on the difference, not the goal. Now, notice what happens. It becomes more doable because you're already halfway there or more. Imagine that. Hey, let's work this out. Write 25 to 30 words to this direction question. What becomes possible when you focus on the gain, not the gap? Again, what becomes possible when you focus on the gain, not the gap? Begin. Good work. Focus on the gain, not the gap. I'm Joe Stump, your guide by your side, and this is a 1-minute private workout. Have an amazing and fascinating day, focusing on the gain and not the gap.